virtually to the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Public Health Convocation ceremony. I'm Nicole Collin Valdivia, the Assistant Dean for Academic Affairs in the College of Public Health. Thank you for joining us on this special day. And now, if you're able, please stand for the processional. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Chandra Cummins Zimmerman to give the invocation.
On this day, we are blessed with the presence of family and friends who have cared so deeply over the course of our lives. We remember those who cannot be with us today and hope they are proud of what we have become. We are grateful for the guidance and support from those who have mentored us over these past years. Today, we begin a new phase of our lives full of new beginnings and possibilities for our futures. We ask you to join us in this day of recognition and celebration in the hope that our actions will prove worthy of the confidence placed in us today. For these things and the intentions we hold silently in our hearts, amen.
Thank you, Chandra. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the College of Public Health, Dr. Ali Khan, to say a few words and introduce our invited guest speaker.
Thank you, Dean Convaldavia. Well, welcome. It's lovely to see all of you here. We actually have 70 graduating students this semester during the spring and the fall. So the majority of you are out in Zoom land. So to all of you too, welcome. Esteemed faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Welcome to this joyous celebration of your dedication, perseverance, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. But before we look forward, let us recognize the public health infrastructure that made today possible. So we're going to be celebrating you for the rest of this ceremony. So first, to the parents, partners, and friends who provided unwavering encouragement and support to you throughout this process. If you're able to, can you please stand and allow the graduates to celebrate you? Thank you for that. Lots of people will be clapping for them during the course of this ceremony, but I really want to acknowledge that none of this would have been possible without your support. Similarly, to our faculty and staff whose mentorship has shaped these graduates and the leaders of tomorrow, could you please stand as well to be recognized? Let me share some brief comments with our graduates and with you listening in today. You're entering this field at a time of unprecedented complexity. I guess that's a nice way to say it. You live in an era where the very definition of public good is often debated in the halls of politics and power rather than in the halls of science. The COVID-19 pandemic taught us about infrastructure and communication, but it really revealed a growing rift that we've been seeing in our society. And today, we're not only just facing infectious diseases, but we're facing additional threats from chronic diseases, the mental health crisis, gun violence crisis within our community, substance use abuse issues, and of course, the threat of climate change that's ever present. And in this environment, your work is often political, but I want to remind you, justice is political. And if you will remember to when you first started and sort of the dean popped in a little Zoom window to welcome you to the college, I said, the foundation and core of public health is social justice. That's what we do, that's the business we're in, okay? So invariably that will intersect with politics. So 2,300 years ago, Hippocrates said there are in fact two things, science and ignorance. The former begets knowledge and the later ignorance. We will always stand on the side of science and knowledge in the work that we do. So my final bit of advice to you is, don't let the noise of the present drown out the hope for the future, right? Embrace the power of truth. Use the knowledge and skills you've learned over the last few years. Use good data and technology to help drive innovations for the health and protection of people within our communities. But remember to always use empathy to build trust. So we need to always start there to make sure that people trust who we are and what we have to say to protect and enhance their health. Be bold when you go out there. Challenge the status quo every day and the social determinants of health that really allow so many disparities to exist within our communities around health status. And remember your mission, right? The work that you do every day, I always talk about it as the work of life, right? It's the air we breathe, it's the water we drink, it's the food we eat, you know, it's the places we play, it's the very planet we live on, right? That at the end of the day is the work that you do. It's the work of life and it's important work. So you're not just practitioners to me, you're guardians of health in our community. And yes, politics will shift like the wind, but the fundamental right to health is a bedrock you must defend. So go forth and make a difference in a world that desperately needs your passion and your abilities. That said, now it's my pleasure to introduce our convocation speaker, a leader who embodies the spirit of advocacy and community impact, Ms. Jo Giles. Jo is the executive director of the Women's Fund of Omaha, where she leads vital work to address gender-based inequities through research and collaborative solutions. Her career has been defined by empowering others to participate in the public health policy advocacy and policy process. And she's previously served as the policy and training director for the Coalition for a Stronger Nebraska. She's an award-winning journalist and media professional. And she has a very strong, deep connection to our institution. I'll just say a word because she'll probably talk about how she first started here and has gotten closer and closer back to the Med Center when she originally got here. But before joining the team, she was the policy and training director for the Coalition for a Stronger Nebraska, where she created training sessions for members and others in the nonprofit sector to be able to participate more fully in the public health policy and advocacy process. She's also an award-winning media relations professional and journalist and was a television reporter anchor for Omaha's KPTV Fox 42 News. And you'll recognize that immediately in how amazingly polished she is in her communication abilities. She holds a master's degree in journalism from the University of Missouri Columbia, a bachelor's degree from Washington University in St. Louis, and a certificate in public health from the University of Nebraska Medical Center. And I'm working on her to get her doctorate of public health from us. She enjoys community service and is a board member of the Omaha Community Foundation, Omaha Public Library Foundation, and Omaha Public Radio, KIOS. In her spare time, she's an avid reader, enjoys running and spending time with her family, including her husband, their son, and golden doodle. Her commitment to our community is further evidenced by her service on the boards of the I talked about her service on the board of the Omaha Community Foundation and the Omaha Public Radio. We are honored to have your voice with us today. If you would join me at the podium.
Good afternoon to Dr. Khan, to the members of the college faculty, staff, students, and graduates. I am so honored. It is my great pleasure to be with you today and to share a little bit about my journey with public health and the important role you will all play to help us have a healthy community. In 2008, a small department here at UNO merged with a small department at UNMC to create the first new college at UNMC as the College of Public Health. I was an employee at the time in UNMC's Public Affairs Department. That's how long ago it was, because there's a new name for it now. And I was assigned as the media relations liaison to the college, meaning I would craft stories to raise awareness and educate the general public about public health, about the mission, about the work of this new college, and strategically share those stories online in social and traditional media outlets. Through ceremonies like a groundbreaking, a facility naming, the actual opening of the Moore Public Health Building, I shared stories of the importance of the field, highlighted practitioners who protect our health, and uplifted the benefits to all when strong public health systems are in place and supported. During that time, I met people who impact public health, like professors, young in their academic careers. I met a PhD student who's now a vice dean. I collaborated on a project with a statistician that led us to the Oprah show. That was before she was a meme, where she was giving out gifts, like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. It was really great to be on her daily talk show and to talk about public health. Those experiences really shaped my interest in academic study and the possibilities of community impact. I enjoyed being a public health student, learning and growing alongside a diverse group of future public health practitioners. What I didn't know at the time was how those perspectives and the practices of this discipline would shift my future career work. When we start this journey as a student, we may think of the program or the areas that we might be in, health promotion, maybe it's data, maybe it's policy. But what I know now is that discipline of public health touches all parts of our collective health journey. Now I see the connection between my public health past and the work that I'm doing now to change systems for women and girls through the Women's Fund of Omaha, where I serve as executive director. One of our initiatives is the Adolescent Health Project, which began because young people in our community were experiencing epidemic rates of high sexually transmitted infections. And it was the public health community, this community, through its initial research and later serving as key health partners, who collaborated with us on solutions to address the problem. Together, we developed and implemented changes such as removing the stigma, removing barriers to care. We expanded youth-friendly hours in clinics. We lowered costs, and we trained healthcare staff to reduce bias and shame ingrained in sexual health. We continue to partner with faculty this day for thought partnership as this decades-plus project continues to evolve, where we meet young people where they are through a participatory research process. Through this work, we've expanded initiative to include community-based vending machines with sexual health products. We're partnering with another Nebraska Health Department in Lincoln, which asked its epidemiological department to make a heat map so we could see the pockets of the city in Lincoln and Lancaster County with the highest rates of poverty, unemployment, and unhoused individuals, and layered that along STI rates. Stats or statistics was never my favorite class, I'll be honest. However, the data from that department determines where the greatest need is and how we can put a public health vending machine in the areas that could support health in that community. And I really hope we'll be able to get one on or near the UNMC campus in the future. Our work also intersects with the public health through our initiative around freedom from violence, where we work to ensure that we create communities where everyone is free from gender-based violence. We've partnered several times with faculty in the Center for Reducing Health Disparities to address the connection between the crisis needs of survivors of domestic, sexual assault, and trafficking, and the systems changes that are needed to ensure the health of women and children. Public health is preventive, and we're grateful for the expertise of all of you. So I never really left the field of public health. As we work to create more equitable systems so that everyone in our community can thrive, public health is the foundation of that work, interwoven into every workable strategy and obvious in every successful outcome. Public health is, at its core, about who gets to live healthy life and who does not. Gender equity work asks the same question: who gets power, who gets safety, dignity, and opportunity, and who is denied them? These are not separate inquiries. They are deeply intertwined. Wherever there is inequity, there is a public health consequence. Wherever there is a public health failure, inequity is almost a part of that story. Data points represent real people. Disparities represent accumulated decisions, policy choices, funding priorities, cultural norms that advantage some groups while harming others. In gender equity work, we often say that outcomes are not accidental, they are designed. The same is true in public health. Maternal mortality rates do not simply happen. Exposure to environmental toxins is not random. Access to reproductive health care and mental health services or safe housing is not evenly distributed. These outcomes reflect systems, and systems can be redesigned. That's where all of you come in. You've completed your studies at a time when the value of public health has not been both unmistakably clear and at times fiercely contested. As guardians of our health, as Dr. Kahn would say, you must continue to ask, who benefits from this policy? Who bears the burden? Whose voices are missing from the data? And whose lived experiences challenge our assumptions? In my work at the Women's Fund, I've seen how transformative this approach can be. When gender equity is treated as central to public health strategy, outcomes improve, not only for women and girls, but for families, communities, entire states, and entire populations. Economies become more resilient, health systems become more effective, trust increases, prevention is possible. But let's be real, this is not easy. We're at a moment when our work is challenged by constrained resources, political polarization, and misinformation. You may find yourself defending evidence-based interventions in environments that are skeptical of science. You may be asked to compromise, to move faster than the data supports, or to accept inequities as unavoidable. At times you may feel that progress is too slow, or that the scale of the problems are too overwhelming. When that happens, like Tuesday next week, every day, Wednesday, Thursday, I encourage you to hold on to two truths. First, public health progress has always been a result of persistence. I tell our team every day, this is generational work. Nearly every advance we now take for granted, clean water systems, workplace safety standards, vaccination programs, were once controversial at the beginning. They may be controversial now, even after proved outcomes. However, despite that, it requires public health professionals to withstand criticism, engage communities, and continue advocating for healthcare equity. So second, you do not do this work alone. And gender equity and social justice movements have taught us that durable change is collective. It is built through coalitions, through partnerships, and through trust. As public health professionals, you will be most effective as you collaborate across disciplines and sectors, when you listen to people with lived experience, community leaders, partner with advocates, and respect local expertise. One of the most important lessons we have learned in gender equity work is that those who are closest to the problem are also closest to the solutions. And that same truth holds true for public health. Communities are not merely beneficiaries of your work, they are co-creators. Your role is not to speak for them, but to create conditions in which their knowledge informs the policy and practice. So I encourage you to name inequities even when doing so feels uncomfortable, and to question established practices that no longer serve the public good. I hope you have the courage to innovate, to create solutions, and to use your expertise in the service of health equity and social justice. You are fundamental to our communities. Your work in public health will allow our neighbors to be seen and heard, and for them to thrive because they are part of a community where their health and the health of their loved ones is always a top priority. My hope for you now and in years to come is that you will be able to say you left public health more equitable than you found it, that you helped shift norms, improve outcomes, and expand what was considered possible. Congratulations on your graduation and your accomplishments, and I can't wait to see what you will do to shape and improve the lives and health of our community, our country, and our world. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Giles. We appreciate you being here today and your wonderful remarks as well. Okay, so all Master of Public Health and Health Administration students are required to conduct a capstone project to complete their degree. The Outstanding Capstone Award is given to an MPH or MHA student who's demonstrated excellence in the mastery of principles, values, and practice of their profession. The student's project should exemplify the mission of the College of Public Health, contribute to the improvement of the health of a defined population, and make a significant contribution to the work of the organization, agency, or community in which it's being conducted. The Summer 25 recipient of the Capstone Award is Kelly Waugh. Kelly's capstone project utilized a three-eyed seeing approach, balancing contributions from conventional, traditional, and local knowledge systems to explore metacognitive practices among the urban, Native American, elder population nationwide. Her study results support future investigation of culture-based practices as protective factors for brain health. Congratulations, Kelly. All right, now it is time to recognize our graduates. All graduates from summer and fall 25 will be recognized today. Jessica Sharon, our Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, is assisting Dean Kahn in congratulating the graduates who were able to be with us in person and presenting them with a special gift. For our graduates who are joining us via Zoom or couldn't be here today, you will receive your gift in the mail. So first, we will recognize our Doctor of Philosophy students. The PhD is a high-level degree earned after an extensive period of graduate-level study, which culminates in the creation, submission, presentation, and defense of a research dissertation. This degree is awarded by the College of Graduate Studies, and these students will be hooded at the Graduate Studies Convocation, but we want to celebrate them here as well. Along with each student's name, I will read their area of study. Students, please come forward when I read your name. Summer 2025, Rashid Ahmed, Health Promotion. Wenwenji, Biostatistics. Christy Napit, Epidemiology. Maria Jose Sanchez Roman, Health Promotion. Natalia Barbero Santos, Health Promotion. Sarah June Tucker, Environmental Health, Occupational Health, and Toxicology. Rune Chu Wang, Biostatistics. Rachel Ann Wenzel, Health Promotion. Fall 2025 PhD graduates, Suraju Adhikari, Environmental Health, Occupational Health, and Toxicology. Alexandra Ann Farfalla, Environmental Health, Occupational Health, and Toxicology. Opu Chandra Das, Biostatistics. Congratulations to our PhD graduates. Next, we will recognize our Master of Science in Biostatistics student. This degree is also awarded by the College of Graduate Studies. Our Master of Science students are hooded at that convocation ceremony, but we also want to celebrate them here. The Master of Science student was unable to join us today, but we will still recognize her. Fall 2025, Catherine Taylor Evans. Next, we will recognize our professional students. Part of the recognition for completing a master's or doctoral degree is the hooding of the graduate. The hood is a special part of the academic regalia, which denotes scholarly and professional achievement. Placing the hood over the head of the graduate signifies their success in completing the program, and the color of the hood denotes the degree program. In addition to the hooding, we will recognize the outstanding academic achievement of our professional students through the use of academic honors. They're awarded to those who've shown special proficiency and have excelled in their studies. Students receiving honors will be recognized with a medallion that's placed over the head of the graduate. And there are 3 categories of honors conferred in the following way. So the degree with highest distinction is awarded to students with a UNMC cumulative grade point average of 4.0. The degree with high distinction is awarded to students with a cumulative grade point average from UNMC of 3.85 or above. And the degree with distinction is awarded to students with a GPA or cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or above. Now we'll recognize our Doctor of Public Health graduates. Our DRPH graduates have completed 54 or more credit hours of coursework, including 300 credit hours of practicum experience, and they've prepared, submitted, and defended a practice-based dissertation before their peers and faculty. Dr. Anthony Blake, director of the DRPH program, will be assisting the students' dissertation chair in the hooding. The official hood color for the Doctor of Public Health degree is salmon pink, and the scarlet and cream on the hood represent the colors of the University of Nebraska. Doctor of Public Health graduate, Summer 25. Students, please come forward when I read your name. Maman Fatim Kamagate, Epidemiology. Fall 2025, Rooney Mukesh Patel, Epidemiology, honors with highest distinction. Esther Moses Sikara, Epidemiology, honors with high distinction. Congratulations to our DRPH graduates. Now we will recognize our Master of Health Administration graduates. Our MHA graduates have completed 41 or more credit hours of coursework, including 6 credit hours of practicum and capstone experience. The official hood color for MHA degrees is sage green, and the scarlet and cream represent the colors of the University of Nebraska. Dr. Trina White, director of the MHA program, will assist with the hooding. Summer 2025, Rachel Lynn McInerney. Natalie Carey McMean. Fall 2025, Lainey Gann Boy, honors with highest distinction. Chandra Lucky Cummins Zimmerman. Chibuike and Zanaya Nduaya, honors with highest distinction. Congratulations to our MHA graduates. Now we will recognize our Master of Public Health graduates. These students have completed 42 or more credit hours of coursework, including 6 credit hours of practice and capstone experiences. Along with their name, I will read the student's concentration. The official hood color for the Master of Public Health degree is salmon pink, and the scarlet and cream represent the colors of the University of Nebraska. Students, please come forward when I read your name. Summer 2025, Andrew Hills, Emergency Preparedness. Jayla Janae Randall, Maternal and Child Health. Stephanie Namatama Siyumbwa, Biostatistics. Sierra Grace Smith, Epidemiology. Katie Ann Walker, Health Promotion. Samantha Justine Once, Environmental and Occupational Health. Kelly Marie Wah, Health Promotion. Fall 2025 graduates, Diana Carolina Andrade, Biostatistics, Honors with High Distinction. Kirsten Astorita, Public Health Administration and Policy, Honors with High Distinction. Allison Farrow, Epidemiology, Honors with Distinction. Sarah Nicole Foz, Health Promotion, Honors with High Distinction. Holly Margaret Johnson, Maternal and Child Health, Honors with Distinction. Destiny King, Health Promotion, Honors with Highest Distinction. Brandy Marie Lever, Maternal and Child Health. Macy Jo Lloyd, Emergency Preparedness, honors with high distinction. Lauren Josephine Maskin, Health Promotion, honors with high distinction. Sky Marie Medcraft, Environmental and Occupational Health. Hind Murad, Maternal and Child Health, honors with distinction. Emily Hafuang Nguyen, Epidemiology, honors with distinction. Erin Rose Noga, Health Promotion, honors with high distinction. Nesta Semben Tutumi, Environmental and Occupational Health. Nicole Elizabeth Plackey, Health Promotion, honors with highest distinction. Jeremy John Pohl, Environmental and Occupational Health, honors with distinction. Fiza Raza, Epidemiology. Quentin George Chenier, Maternal and Child Health, honors with highest distinction. Claire Antoinette Shute, epidemiology. Caroline Renee Smetanka, maternal and child health, honors with highest distinction. Jean Marie Van Orsdal, maternal and child health, honors with high distinction. Amrina Shofi Wani, environmental and occupational health, honors with distinction. Tempe Louise Wyatt, epidemiology. Aisha Zahid, emergency preparedness, honors with highest distinction. Congratulations to our MPH graduates. The final group of graduates we'll recognize today are those who've completed a graduate certificate program. Certificate programs are designed to meet the needs of either developing or practicing public health professionals. Certificate graduates, please come forward when I read your name. Summer 25, Claire Covert Bybee, public health. Paige Miranda Grekel, maternal and child health. Vashisht Carey, public health. Eric J. Ramirez Lopez, public health. Simeon Sawadago, emergency preparedness. Timothy Wilson, public health. Fall 2025 graduates. Nicola Joanna Bales, emergency preparedness. Paige Berman, public health. Ryan Allen Daly, emergency preparedness. Jason Lawrence Hutchison, public health. Natalie Liu, public health. Margaret Caroline Mills, biostatistics. Mia Elizabeth Parker, biostatistics. Matthew Michael Stern, emergency preparedness. Nicole Tuzika, public health. Hannah Vanderputten, public health. Let's congratulate all of our graduates one more time. Now I would like to invite Dr. Anthony Blake, President of the College of Public Health Alumni Engagement Council, to welcome our graduates as alumni.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to stand here today as UNMC's College of Public Health Alumni Council President. To our graduates, families, faculty, staff, and all who have supported this class, congratulations. You've reached an incredible milestone, and we're proud to celebrate it with you. Today isn't just about crossing a finish line. It's about acknowledging everything you've overcome to get here. And let's be honest, public health has not had the smoothest public relations era lately. If public health had an Amazon product page, the reviews from the past few years would be, well, mixed. But despite all that, you chose this field. You stayed committed, you showed up, and that dedication matters far more than any headline. Public health has always been the steady hand behind the scenes, quiet, persistent, and often invisible until a crisis hits. And then suddenly, everyone has an opinion about epidemiology, environmental health, biostatistics, health promotion, and whether we should eat eggs or not eat eggs, or eat them, but only twice a week. Through all the noise, public health professionals have continued to do what we've always done: follow the evidence, protect communities, and work towards a healthier world. And that's why today is so important. You represent the future of this field, a future that desperately needs your leadership, creativity, and resiliency. The challenges you'll face are real. Chronic disease continues to rise, misinformation spreads faster than any virus, and our systems and institutions are struggling to keep up with the complexity of modern public health work. But there's good news. You are exactly the kind of people who can meet these challenges. You learn how to analyze data, communicate effectively, think critically, and approach problems with both empathy and rigor. You know how to build partnerships, advocate for communities, and ask the hard questions. You've practiced what it means to be resilient in an age when every day seemed to introduce a new public health plot twist. And perhaps most importantly, you've learned something that every great public health leader eventually discovers. Progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it happens quietly, one community at a time, one policy at a time, one person at a time. That's where our work lives. That's where change becomes real. As alumni, you are joining a community that stretches across the country and around the world. Professionals working in government agencies, hospitals, nonprofits, tech companies, research institutions, consulting firms, and places that didn't even exist 5 years ago. Public health is evolving quickly, and so will you. There's room in this field for innovators and advocates, coalition builders and scientists, educators and organizers. No matter your path, know that you'll always be a part of this community. And we want you to stay connected, not because we need more email addresses for our newsletter, although we won't say no, but because the strength of public health depends on its people supporting one another. Alumni networks are how we share ideas, jobs, mentorship, and sometimes just reminders that we're not in this work alone. Please don't forget you have the support of UNMC College of Public Health alumni behind you. As you settle into your new post-graduation life routines, don't forget to look at the alumni website and social media pages to stay up to date on networking and professional development opportunities, both in the Omaha area and abroad. So to the graduating class, as you go forward, carry the lessons you've learned here with you. Carry your curiosity, your compassion, your determination, and yes, your sense of humor. You're going to need it. Whether the days get stressful, remember that laughter can be a form of resilience. And as we've seen, public health professionals are remarkably resilient. In closing, thank you for choosing this field at a time when the world needs you more than ever. You are stepping into careers where you will save lives, strengthen communities, and make an impact that most people will never fully see or understand. That is the quiet heroism of public health, and you are now a part of that legacy. Congratulations, graduates. Welcome to the alumni community. We can't wait to see the future you build. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Blake. I will now invite Kelly Waugh to give the benediction.
As this ceremony ends, let us remember all that we have to be grateful for. We have been truly blessed by the fellowship, of our classmates, the guidance of our faculty, and the love and support of all of those gathered here today. We ask you for continued resilience and empathy so that we can serve others, lead with integrity, and make a positive impact. Please keep us safe, both as we leave here today and wherever our journey may lead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Graduates, today is the culmination of your hard work and dedication. We are incredibly proud of all of you. You're joining the field of public health at one of the most important times in history, because we need leaders more now than ever who can create innovative solutions to respond to both existing threats and new ones, and to reimagine the system. As you've heard today, the work will be difficult and humbling, but also rewarding. We know that as UNMC College of Public Health graduates, you have the skills necessary to be future leaders and change agents that we need right now to assure the conditions so that all people can thrive and be healthy. Before we conclude today's ceremony, I want to thank the individuals who've assisted with making this special event happen, as it takes a lot of time and dedication. Thank you to our marshals, Dr. Sharon Medcalf and Dr. Aaron Yoder. Thanks to those who organized today's ceremony, including Jessica Sharon, Hillary Peshik, Belinda Bolter, and Paige Anderson. And thank you to our faculty and staff volunteers, as well as a special thank you to our guest speaker, Ms. Jo Giles. Concluding the ceremony today, we hope everyone can join us for a reception just right out in the lobby to celebrate the incredible achievements of all of our graduates. Now, would our graduates please rise? Please join me in congratulating the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Public Health graduating classes of summer and fall 2025. If you're able, please stand for the recessional.